Today, we're taking care of your bathroom. We spend a significant amount of time in our bathrooms, and no matter when your bathroom was built or what it looks like, I think that you should feel a little luxury in your bathroom because you want to feel good when you're getting ready for work or getting ready to go to the grocery store. So, what I'm going to go through today are just some easy ideas to lift your bathroom experience up a notch. Okay? Right, let's get into it. We are talking about your primary bathroom. Right now, a lot of us have spring cleaning on the brain, or at least a spring refresh. And I think that makes this a really perfect time to actually raise the bar a little when it comes to your bathroom. The bathroom is one of those spaces that just gets overlooked, doesn't it? Like we spend a whole weekend on the kitchen. We'll reorganize the closet, we'll declutter the pantry. And meanwhile, the bathroom just accumulates expired serums and mystery products and a collection of tiny sample bottles that you've been meaning to try since 2022, right? And look, I am not a morning person. It takes me a while to feel ready to face the world. And if I'm schlumping around in a messy, dim bathroom that doesn't inspire me whatsoever, I'm not going to want to put on my gym clothes or my work clothes. I mean, come on. We secretly all want, okay, you pick your celebrity. You know the one, the person with the bathroom where everything is beautiful and glowy and it looks like a spa that someone actually lives in. Like it's got space for a sauna and a fridge and maybe a butler. Well, maybe we can't have that exactly, but we absolutely should feel like, yeah, I actually enjoy getting ready in here, right? So I'm going to give you 9 tips to get to that kind of bathroom feel. Some of these will cost you nothing at all, and some might require a small investment, but I am not talking renovations or constructions. We're talking practical, choosy upgrades. And one more note, we're talking about your primary bathroom, not the guest bath or the kids' bathroom. That's an important distinction because those bathrooms serve a different purpose for different people. And that's how we always start organizing a space, right? We clarify the space's purpose, who uses it, the visions we have for it, and how we want to feel when we're in it. That's the first step of the clear framework that we follow to declutter and organize. So I want you to make sure that you recognize that the choices you make for your bathroom will be different from the ones you make for the other bathrooms in your house. I'm sure you get that. Okay. So here we go. Tip number 1, start with a really thorough deep clean. I know, but stay with me because this is the foundation of everything else. You can organize and upgrade all you want, but if the bathroom itself is grimy underneath it all, nothing is going to feel luxurious. It's like putting a pretty tray on a sticky countertop. Doesn't quite work. So this week, when it comes to your cleaning routine, I want you to perhaps hire a maid service just for your bathroom, or if you have someone who regularly cleans your home, redirect some of their time here. Ask them to really focus on this one space and reduce what they need to do elsewhere just this week to make time for this. What does a real deep clean look like? Well, you're cleaning the corners, the grout in the shower and on the floor. You're making the glass shower enclosure crystal clear. You're getting behind the toilet. You're cleaning the cobwebs out of the ceiling corners, and you're cleaning out the heating or air conditioning grates. You're cleaning your windows inside and out. And if you have a shower curtain, take it down and wash it. Then hold it up to a bright light or up next to the window and really look at it. If it still looks good, great. If it looks dingy or mildewy and you can't get it quite clean, it's time for a new one. A fresh shower curtain can genuinely change the feel of a bathroom without spending much at all. And guess what? It doesn't have to be a shower curtain. I'm sure you've all heard this by now. You can use an interior window curtain for your shower and just put a plastic shower liner behind it so it doesn't get wet, okay? Once everything is properly clean, you're going to feel the difference walking into your bathroom, and it sets the tone for everything else that you're about to do. Tip number 2, edit your products. Now that your bathroom is clean, Open your drawers and cabinets. Start by going through everything and tossing what's expired, right? Skincare, makeup, sunscreens. Check those dates, guys. They matter more than you might think. Then take a second pass. And this one's a little more interesting and honestly a bit harder for some of us. Get rid of the stuff that you wanted to use, but you never actually did. Like the specialty shampoo that's been sitting there for 8 months, or the dry shampoo that was super chalky and you don't really want to use it anymore, the face sunscreen that, despite the great reviews, just wasn't right for your skin tone. And of course, those little sample bottles that came free with your last order, but they've been sitting in your drawer ever since. Now, I know you spent money on some of these things. I do know that. But are you getting that money back by keeping them on the shelf or in your drawer? Nope. So put them in a bag, ask your friends and your family members if they want them, or post them in your Buy Nothing group online. I promise that someone out there has been wanting to try that dry shampoo. And once you've edited down to what you actually use, you have a much cleaner starting point. And you might be surprised how much space opens up because of it, right? Tip number 3, contain and organize what's left. So now you've got the stuff that you genuinely use, and it's time to give things a home. A good general rule here is to keep products in a drawer or cabinet whenever you can instead of on the countertop. Not everyone has tons of drawer space, so let's walk through a few options, right? If you do have drawers and cabinet space, use drawer organizers or dividers because things will shift around and get jumbled really fast without them. And before you know it, your drawer could end up looking cluttered, even after you've edited out the things that you don't use. In cabinets, you can use baskets on risers or stackable drawers to contain your backup items. Things like extra shampoo, your nail supplies, travel kits. So keep your backups tucked away towards the back and out of sight. When it comes to how you organize your products, think about grouping in one of two ways, either by type, so all your serums together, for example, or all of your moisturizers, all of your sunscreens, all of your lipsticks or lip colors, or by when you use them, your morning products in one spot and your evening products in another. Both approaches work. Pick the one that matches how your brain works in the morning. For me, it's by morning and evening. I just don't have enough brain power to be digging around for which products I need in the morning. I need it to be bulletproof. Now, what if you don't have much drawer or cabinet space at all? Well, a simple solution is to keep a morning and an evening pouch or case under the sink, like a makeup bag or a travel case. You pull them out when you need them and you put them away when you're done. If that means keeping a bottle of the same cleanser in both pouches, like you need a duplicate, do that. Get 2 smaller bottles and then just refill them from a larger backup bottle that you keep with your other backups under the sink or in a hallway closet. Tip number 4, make your everyday essentials easy to reach. Things like your deodorant, your toothbrush, floss, toothpaste. These things need to be genuinely accessible. Like you should be able to grab them without digging at all. A top drawer or the medicine cabinet is the right spot for these. And I'm going to say something here that I feel pretty strongly about. Your toothbrush sitting out on the counter in a cup, I'm not really okay with that. And here's my thinking. Your toothbrush is something that goes in your mouth. I want it protected from what I'll politely call the general environment of a bathroom, right? And this can be hairspray, it can be other things. So mine lives in a drawer or behind the medicine cabinet door. That's just my preference. But I think once you start doing it that way, you won't go back. Tip number 5 is the countertop tray. So we're aiming for a clear countertop as much as possible. And at the same time, we have to be realistic and practical. You probably have a few things that generally need to stay out. Your hand soap probably, maybe a lotion. That's normal. That's fine. The trick is to contain those things on a single tray. Choose a pretty little tray. And everything that lives on your countertop goes on that tray. your hand soap included, by the way. So we're not talking like the hand soap on one side of the sink with a little cluster of other things on the other side. No, we want one tray and everything that stays on the counter goes on it. And here's why this works. Visually, it reads as one object, not four or five. So your countertop looks much clearer than it technically is. But there's also a secondary benefit that I love. When your everyday items have to fit on that one tray, you'll naturally keep less out there because if the tray starts getting filled up and looking cluttered and jumbled, you'll be bothered by it and you'll start to remove things. So it's a small trick on yourself to stay choosy about what earns a spot on your countertop. And if you get those little sample packets with your next skincare order, that tray is not their home. Try them, decide if you love them or not. It's going to get you in the habit of making decisions, not sitting on these samples for one day, right? Like one day I'll try these and see if I like them. No, try them really soon and make a decision about them. Tip number 6, keep your cleaning supplies in the bathroom itself. Now, it's a great idea to keep a small, dedicated set of cleaning supplies just for this space right there under the sink. You want perhaps a general purpose cleaner, something disinfecting, a glass cleaner for the mirror, a toilet cleaner, a pair of rubber gloves, and a few cleaning cloths that you can toss into the washing machine after. Keep all of this in a small bin or a container under the sink. It's not that you should be cleaning your entire bathroom every day, but if you do splatter toothpaste on the mirror one morning, well, the reason you haven't wiped it up is that the supplies aren't right there. You'd have to go get them from somewhere else. And that little friction is enough to make it not happen. And when those splatters stay, you start to feel like your bathroom is a little grimy, right? Not the luxury feel we're looking for. Bright and shiny is what we want in a bathroom, sparkling clean. When the supplies are right under your sink, you grab a cloth, you wipe it up, you're done in 30 seconds. And those immediate little cleanups are what keep your bathroom looking good day to day and for a longer amount of time. Your bathroom stays mostly clean with minimal effort and you actually enjoy being in there more. It's one of those small things that has a bigger effect than you'd expect. And one more note here. If your cleaning supplies look old and grimy themselves, you're less likely to want to use them. So keep this set nice, a clean bin, fresh cloths, products that aren't crusty and drippy and ancient. It makes a big difference. Tip number 7, keep a backup towel set in the bathroom. Guys, keep one clean bathroom towel set under the sink or in whatever storage your bathroom has. This tip is so simple and it solves a specific kind of frustration that I think most of us have had. How many times have you stepped out of the shower, reached for your towel, and it smells a little off or it's still damp from an earlier shower you took? If you have a backup right there in the bathroom, you just grab it. You don't have to use the icky towel. And it also frees up space in your linen closet, which is a really nice side effect. And while we're here, it's worth thinking about how many sets of towels you actually need in the house overall. If you're doing laundry a couple of times a week anyway, one extra towel set per person, plus maybe a couple of guest sets, is really all you need. Your beach or pool towels can double up as guest towels in a pinch, right? If you have a bunch of people coming over a few times a year, you don't need to keep a huge stack of towels stored in various closets all over your house. Keep it simple. Tip number 8, allow natural light in. So many bathrooms have their shades or curtains closed all the time. And I understand privacy is a real concern, but if you're leaving natural light out of your bathroom, you're leaving out one of the best free upgrades you can have. Natural light in the morning genuinely lifts your mood. It's also where you can check your makeup in real daylight, which if you've ever stepped outside after doing your makeup under, your overhead lights and weird bathroom lights and you caught your reflection somewhere, you know why this matters. If privacy is the issue, then a sheer curtain lets light in while keeping things soft and diffused. Or look into solar shades. These look like thick woven fabric, and they come in what's called openness factors. The lower the percentage, the tighter the weave. So a 1% openness is the most private option you'll get, but it also means that you're going to get a little bit less light in. A 10% openness lets in a good amount of light, and from a reasonable distance outside during the day, people can't see in. But a 5% tends to be a nice middle ground for both light and privacy. One thing to know, though, is that if you have your lights on at night, these shades don't give you privacy after dark, just like sheers won't. That's when you'd want a regular blind or curtain for coverage. But during the day, open things up and let in the light. Your bathroom will feel completely different. Tip number 9, think about your lighting overall. If you haven't taken a good look at the light fixtures in your bathroom in a few years, this is one investment that can really change the feel of the space without a remodel. If all you have are overhead lights, you can add no wire sconces next to your mirrors or in other spaces of your bathroom to create a little bit of dimension. These are options that don't need an electrician. You mount them to the wall and you add a rechargeable LED bulb, and you've got flattering light right where you need it. You don't even need an outlet. If you already have sconces wired in, consider adding a dimmer switch and switching to dimmable LED bulbs. A dimmer in the bathroom is honestly one of those small things that feels pretty luxurious, bright and clear in the morning when you're getting ready, and then lower and warmer in the evening. It's the same room, but now with a completely different feel. It's never been easier to add lighting without hiring an electrician. The options have gotten really good, and they're much more affordable than they used to be. So if the lighting in your bathroom has been bothering you, or you just haven't thought about it at all for a while, this might be the upgrade that's worth the investment. And I'll put some links to a few of these products in the show notes: the solar shades, the no wire sconce options, some drawer organizers, things like that. I'm not an affiliate for any of them. They're just products that I've used or that I like right now. Okay, so let's bring all of this together. 9 tips, most of them low cost or no cost, to lift your bathroom up a notch. Start with a deep clean because the foundation has to be solid here, clean and sparkling. Edit your products and let go of what you're not actually using. Contain what's left in drawers and in cabinets instead of the countertop. Keep your daily essentials in the most accessible spot, your toothbrush and stuff included, right? Use a single tray for anything that has to live on the counter. Keep a small set of good-looking cleaning supplies right under the sink so quick maintenance actually happens for you. And put a backup towel set in the bathroom. Open the blinds and let natural light in. And if lighting has been on your list, now is the time to switch things up. None of these require a contractor. Most don't require much of a budget at all. What they do require is a couple of hours on a weekend morning or a free evening, and a willingness to let go of the products you bought and never quite got around to using. Probably the hardest part, I think. But what you get on the other side of it is a bathroom that you actually enjoy walking into, one that feels calm and clean and like it belongs to you, not just a room that you pass through twice a day without thinking about it. That's a small version of what beautiful living feels like in a very everyday space. Your home is supporting you instead of just sitting there. So check the show notes for links to the products I mentioned today. And if this episode gave you the push you needed to finally deal with your bathroom, I'd really love to hear about it. So send me a DM on Instagram at Firefly Bridge Organizing, or send me an email and tell me what you did, even if it's just one little thing. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to leave a review wherever you're listening to this. It really does help other women find the podcast. And I appreciate it more than I can say. Have a beautifully organized week. I'm Z, and I'll see you on the next episode.